Alongside head Javelina football coach Daren Wilkinson, I'm Mark and Sarah for Javelina Athletics. Coach, you guys on the road for the second time this season. You have Midwestern State coming. Well, obviously, this is a good MSU team. They're trying to break out of what's a 3-game losing streak right now. What's been the focus of your preparation so far this week?
Well, they're kind of much the same situation as us, where they've played a pretty rough stretch of schedule. Really, kind of the same teams as us. We've been following them a little bit, and so we've been able to watch them, and they're doing a lot the same things as us, where they're working to get themselves into ball games, and they find ways to lose. But they're a good football team, like you said. They've got great talent on the defensive side of the ball. They're always stout and physical up front on offense. They're trying to find their identity at quarterback. They had a really good one the last 2 years, and they're trying to find their identity at quarterback. But they're a good Midwestern team, like they always are. Very well coached. Got a lot of respect for Bill Maskell and his coaching staff. But they're like us. They're trying to find ways to keep their guys going. When they're behind the 8 ball a little bit with a losing streak.
You mentioned the quarterback situation. 2 different quarterbacks have started for them this season. Is there any difference in the way you prepare for a team that has played multiple quarterbacks so far this season?
The thing they try and do the same thing with everybody that they play at quarterback. They want to be able to run the football. They're a down scheme type of team. They use a lot of RPOs in the pass game, and so both quarterbacks are similar. They don't do a lot of different things with each one, but they're dangerous. They got some skill guys that if we can't put pressure on the quarterback and make things a little bit difficult on him, it could be a long night.
You mentioned a couple weeks ago, I think it was after the Commerce game, you thought your team went back to work after a disappointing loss, still came back and worked hard, went about it the right way. Have you seen the same thing from your team going into this week?
Yeah, that's our guys are resilient. The thing we've got to figure out, on defense, we've got to stop giving up big plays, and on offense, we've got to stop turning the ball over. Those 2 things, if you look at all our losses, we've really been dominating those 2 statistics. And so we got to figure out a way to take care of those. And really, defensively, the big plays, we're there. We're in positions to make plays a lot of the time. And then offense, it's just a matter of understanding the football's ours, and we need to, it's all about keeping the football.
How happy are you with where your quarterbacks are from a confidence perspective right now?
Yeah, it's tough because they're the ones that are having the hardest time taking care of the football, and it's not just on them. It's a matter of the offensive line blocking a half a count longer, the wide receivers pushing their routes to the correct depth and going at full speed, and the running backs helping out in the protection. All those things go into the quarterback looking good, and if the quarterback's doing his job and a couple guys are not, it still looks bad on the quarterback because he's the one that looks panicked and with nowhere to throw the football. And so we got to be better at wide receiver in terms of our effort all the time. We got to be better at offensive line in terms of seeing blitzes and stunts and things because it at the end of the day though it looks bad on the quarterback, but the quarterback's not the only problem.
Do you feel like it's important that they don't take too much on themselves after a loss? They're not beating themselves up too much, and that they're still, like I said, staying confident week in, week out? Yeah,
definitely, and that's something we really focused on this week is just looking at other positions that they need to pull their weight and do the things they need to make the offense look good. The quarterback needs to certainly improve and do their jobs a little bit higher level, but everybody on the offense needs to do that.
Well, Coach, best of luck. We'll see you in Wichita Falls. Appreciate the time.
All right, appreciate it.